sorry, just one more on this topic, sorry. You, as we know from the evidence of the hotel inquiry and various statements by ministers and public servants, ministers weren't intimately involved in the operational planning around the first iteration of hotel quarantine. You, according to our report today, you have been involved in conversations around the electronic tag usage. How intimately involved are you in the next iteration of hotel quarantine?
I'll put it to you
this. Are you taking an active role?
I'll put it to you this way. This matter was drawn to my attention, and I was involved to the extent that I said, that looks interesting, you should look into that. And that's what's gone and that's what's happened. I suppose the best way to answer your question is I'll be involved sufficient to be confident in the arrangements that we set up to re-establish this program. But as far as bracelets, anklets, whatever we might call them, that electronic monitoring was drawn to my attention that other countries are doing it, and I simply said, that's worth having a look at. Let's go and have a look at that. If we can get people safely into their own home, but have a high degree of confidence that they're not spreading the virus, and we can actually monitor their health status at the same time, that seems to me a fairly common sense thing to do. I've no idea what it costs. I've no idea whether it can be done. It's just a matter of it needed to be tested, and I'm happy to try and follow up for you, but it's not something I've turned my mind to recently because I think the work is actually being done, and we're kind of in this holding pattern until we get the board's report.
Premier, on that inquiry, obviously there's that extraordinary meeting today. What are you expecting out of that today?
I've got no expectations at all. I've got no knowledge of what they'll be doing. They'll do what they need to do, and after that, I think they'll be continuing on to get their report done and hand it up to us, to all Victorians, no later than the 6th. I have no advice to the contrary.
Apart from the phone records that were requested, have you been asked to hand up any further information or to appear again in front of the inquiry?
We're certainly not been asked to appear. But any requests of any other information, we of course, as we have always done, of course, we would hand that up.
So has there been a request for extra information from your office following the request for phone records?
Following the phone records?
Yeah.
I think there may have been a letter. I've not seen the letter, but I think there may have been a letter just asking for some clarification on a number of not new issues, but of course there have been some developments in recent times. Again, I can try and come back to you on that, but I've certainly not been called, but I don't know whether anyone else has been called. I've got no knowledge of what they're doing today because they are an independent board and they'll do whatever they think is appropriate.
Information has been requested. Do you foresee that you will not get the report on the 6th of November?
No, I wouldn't make that judgment. What you put to me could be right. But we certainly haven't been asked or we haven't been told that there'll be extra time needed. So the original timeline holds. As far as I stand here now, I don't know what will be said today. We've got no involvement in that, and if I could share with you thoughts on what today was about, I would, but I genuinely know no more than you do.
Premier, has the inquiry asked for any further funding?
No.